everyone, and welcome to the face of T.B Equine. So today I was going to film a riding video for you all, but unfortunately, as you may be able to tell by my channel name, I own a thoroughbred and they are known for having awful feet, and mine seems to have the worst in the world. She's decided to rip one of her shoes off. This is like the third one in 2 weeks now, and it's just getting ridiculous. So the farrier is coming tomorrow and we're going to try her barefoot and just pray to every single god there possibly is that she doesn't go lame. So anyway, instead of a riding video, I thought I would just quickly film a little bit about myself, a little bit about my horse, and tell you sort of what our plans are for the future, what our plans have been and what hurdles we've had in the way, because there's been many. And yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit of information about me and my horse, and yeah, let's just hope that this channel is sort of an encouragement to people. I am not the best rider in the world and my horse is far from the best horse in the world, but it's just a family friendly, good light-hearted channel to just focus on the good parts of riding, because a lot of people get down and in the dumps about the bad parts, because there's a lot, but this channel is to focus on the good stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go and make some feeds and then I will come back and explain about myself and my horse. So while my feeds are soaking, I thought I would tell you a bit about myself. My name is Amaya and I'm 20 years old and I live in the UK. So a bit about my riding. I've been riding now for about, I think, 9 years. Obviously starting off at a riding school, but I got into riding through my auntie. She sort of had horses and I used to go up there in the summer and ride her horses, which was great, and she's taught me a lot about the horsey world and everything. So yeah, I've done my fair share of riding schools and ridden naughty ponies, ridden the kick along, push button, all sorts of horses. I've ridden hunt ponies and I've also ridden an ex-Team GB dressage horse. And then I moved to a yard sort of close to me and I had a dressage horse on loan. So my main discipline back then was dressage, because I'd had a really bad fall off the horse that I currently own, which really knocked my confidence with the jumping. I can go into a bit more detail about that in a different video which I've got planned. But yeah, I basically had a really bad confidence knock and I was like, no, not jumping anymore. And I had this dressage pony on loan, which I absolutely adored. He was the nicest little boy ever. And he actually got me sort of confidence back, as I'd have a massive breakdown going over a trot pole and stuff like that. It was bad, but he got my confidence back. And so my auntie actually owned my current horse and she had her for 2 years, and she was bought for my uncle to ride after he'd lost his first horse, and they just didn't gel. She's a thoroughbred mare, she's got a mind of her own when she wants to, and she was just not, you know, well, she wasn't the nicest of horses basically, and he needed something a bit more confidence giving. So after sort of 2 years I had this dressage horse and she was struggling, well, they were struggling with this mare. They were putting her up for sale and I said, oh well, how much are you sort of wanting for her? And they gave me a price and I said, well, I'll sort of happy to take her on if you're willing for me to have her. So I ended up with her and it's not been easy. She's a thoroughbred, so she's had her issues and lots of them, and it's not been easy. She's tested me a lot. I have had points where I've wanted to sell her and have put her up for sale because it's just got so bad, but through perseverance and good vets, good farriers and good physios, she's having sports massages and vortex wave therapy on the TheraPlate, and it's just helped a lot, and she's now out in the field and she's chilled out a lot more. So yeah, I will go and show you my horse and tell you a bit about her. Now to tell you about my horse. I was going to take you outside, but it's raining and I don't want to get wet, so I'll take you outside when I need to. So yeah, I have owned her for about a year now, and what a year it's been. Yeah, it's not been, well, it has had good moments, but it's also had its bad moments. So yeah, a little bit about her. She's a 13-year-old 17-hand thoroughbred mare. She had a foal in 2011, but that's pretty much all I know about her past. She was sold to an auction house in Yorkshire, and then a dealer's yard bought her to sort of produce and sell on. So yeah, she was at the dealer's yard I think for about 3 months, and then my auntie bought her sort of a couple of years ago, and then obviously they wanted to sell her. I bought her. So this year, issues we've had. She went lame. I bought her in the November. We were going great. I was getting back with the jumping. My confidence was amazing on her. And then in the February, she had a lameness issue. So we left her for a couple of weeks, thought it was an abscess, thought it would heal itself. It didn't. So we ended up taking her to the vet to find out she just had really, really poor feet. Her conformation in her actual hoof was just dreadful, which meant that we had to start remedial shoeing her. Anyway, so this sort of lasted, well, pretty much the whole time up until now. We are now in November, so that was in February, we're now in November. And yeah, so she had a remedial shoe on that foot. She's going nuts because the lights just turned off out there. So she had a remedial shoe on that foot, and sort of the issues sort of sorted themselves out, and we were going great. We did our first competition this year, show jumping, which was all well and good. She behaved absolutely amazingly, and then she went lame again after that with an abscess, as you do. She's a thoroughbred, like I've said. She's got awful feet, prone to abscesses. So she had an abscess, which took a couple of weeks to clear up. All cleared up, fine, getting back into work. And then she went lame again, and this time you could literally run your hand along the inside of her hock and she would just try and kick. She was horrible with it and so lame. So we ended up having x-rays done on it, and basically she'd bruised her hock. Still don't know how. I'm sure she was just being an idiot in the field and knocked it on something, but that one's a mystery. Anyway, so after all these issues, I was like, oh, I'm giving up now. She's getting really stroppy and she was really bad to ride. She'd bronc all the time. We tried to take her out for a hack. She'd just bolt, and she was getting rude basically. But this was all due to her hock injury. Anyway, so I tried to put her up for sale. Didn't go to plan. Had 5 people not turn up, which was great. So yeah, she's now currently out in the field, and she's had 3 months off. She has just been chilling, eating, getting fat, and now I have decided to bring her back into work again. Just see if we can try and get something done with her so that she's not a field ornament. So yeah, on Saturday I had thermal imaging done with her, and that was all really good. Found out she's got something called roach back, which doesn't affect her in the slightest. Just makes her shorten in stride basically. So yeah, we've had all that done. She's got a clean bill of health as far as they're concerned. And yeah, I've been sort of slowly bringing her back into work over the past month-ish. We've done, well, just over a month, done 2 weeks of walk work, sorry, tongue twister. Yeah, we've done 2 weeks of walk work and 2 weeks of trot work, and we have just started the canter work this week, but obviously can't do that today because she's got no shoe on. So yeah, she's done a bit of everything in her past. She has been registered for British eventing, but she's never actually run. I personally have done dressage and show jumping on her. She does love the jumping. Her issue is she's got long legs. She doesn't know how to move them out of the way, and she gets quite a few poles. So that's something we are going to have to work on. But now that I know that there's no sort of internal issues as to why she should be doing that, it's just a training thing that we need to try and overcome. So yeah, that's a little bit about her. I can go into more depth, but that's not the video for today. So yeah, I'll quickly go and show you and give her her feed and then sign off. Just a short little video just to introduce ourselves, and yeah, it's just going to give her a feed now. Oh, so this is Diva. She's looking at me as if to say, you've been in there for ages talking to yourself, you're such a weirdo. When you feeds. So yeah, this is the lovely Diva. Beautiful baby. Don't you, Deuce? Yes, I know you want your feed. Okay. So, this is the culprit, this is the foot. She's just going to have a feed tonight and then go back out, play with her friends and wait for the farrier to come tomorrow. So, yeah. She's just chilling, eating her foods now. Oh, doodle doos. She is such a sweet mare. Only issue is she does have quite bad sort of anxiety issues. She's quite a nervous mare. She is a little bit head shy, but I think that's probably due to stuff that's happened to her in the past. She's not a huge fan of clippers. Well, it's not the clippers she's not a fan of, it's the extension cord, so I don't know what has happened to her as to why she doesn't like that. She has to be sedated for the dentist as well. So yeah, she's just a little bit nervous, and it's going to take a long time to bring her back properly, and I've got a good trainer who's helping me with that aspect of things, just to make sure that I'm doing everything properly, and have a pair of eyes on the ground just to guide us. And yeah, I hope that she's going to come back and do some show jumping. Love it if she could do up to a metre, but not going to push her to do anything she doesn't want to do. She has done a quite nice little dressage test before, so if she won't show jump, then we'll go down the dressage route and just do jumping as a sort of weekend thing. But yeah, she's a very sweet thoroughbred mare. She can have her moments, not to say she's, you know, an angel, but all in all, she's very good. Aren't you, doodles? You doodles. But yeah, so that's all for today. Just wanted to hop on and explain a little bit about ourselves. I'm going to do a bit more of an in-depth video about my riding story and a little bit more about her and go into her sort of vet issues and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all for today. I'm going to wait for her to finish her feed and put her back out and then go home and have a cup of tea. Thank you so much for watching. If you could like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell so that you can be notified when I upload a new video. I am planning to upload sort of one a week, just depending on what work and stuff I have in. I currently work at a nursery with children, so yeah, I work there Monday to Friday, and then I'm planning to film some videos on a weekend and get those out for you. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.